What's going on, YouTube? CJ and Mike here, or Mike and CJ. I forget.
Hey, he started it. It's CJ and Mike today with Price Pal. This is CJ's review, actually. Blue Star Nutraceuticals BLADE Fat Burner. This is the new version of BLADE that came out in 2016.
So there was a version before this?
Yes, there was, but it didn't have half the balls that this one's got. So this CJ took the whole bottle and it's gone. So
well, I always know it's good whenever I see Mike and he's like kind of giddy about the supplement, you know, and that's kind of the way he was with this fat burner. And he told me that I was really gonna like it because apparently this thing is super dosed with Yohimbine, right?
Yeah, so it's got straight up 8 milligrams of Yohimbine HCL per 2 capsules, and that goes along with 225 milligrams of caffeine, which is a good range. Typically, you're gonna see like 1.5 milligrams of Yohimbine.
Oh, geez.
And this has 8. So 1.5 is kind of like the safe spot where people who may not like it, they won't hurt that bad, but the effects are still kind of there. But then there's a lot of people who take their fat burners and add a lot more Yohimbine. And in this case, why do that when you could just take it all in one pill?
Yeah.
And so that's what we have here at BLADE. I wasn't sure if I've never dosed you with that much Yohimbine.
No. I just know from experience with some of the products beforehand that whenever we do have Yohimbine in there, like that's something that I feel like I've responded well to and I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
So you know, like he said, he basically brought this over and was thinking like, hey, I think you're really gonna like this stuff. And I'm not, you know, honestly, like in my day-to-day life, like I'm not a big fat burner guy. I prefer to like drink my stimulant. Like I like energy drinks or pre-workouts or whatever.
But you made this bottle disappear.
And so I should say we, okay, so this wasn't me by myself, but I tried it, absolutely loved it. And so Dylan was coming in, he was helping out at the gym at the time, he was kind of doing some morning shifts, and he was like, hey dude, like what do we have in there that's gonna be good energy? I was like, dude, you gotta try this stuff. And before you know it, between Dylan and I, we basically made this thing disappear. I mean, it is literally empty. We haven't had it more than a month for sure. So we absolutely had a great positive experience on this. The things that I noticed, it was a 2 capsule serving, which by the way, the capsules, I wish I had one. I wish I left one. They look really cool. They're these little orange caps that have the little star on there. So it has a little bitty star. It's pretty neat. But anyway, it hits you pretty quickly. So I like that. I like that it's pretty quick responsive. It is a high stem product, so I'm going to tell you, like those of you that might be like more sensitive to stimulants, I would go with 1 cap versus 2.
Oh, definitely. I think anyone should start with 1 cap unless you already know your Yohimbine tolerance, because even 1 cap's got 4 milligrams. If you're allergic to that, you're gonna have a freak out. Like, so you gotta come in knowing that you like that ingredient, and if you do, this is your product. Especially because, so Blue Star is a company, they're out of Canada, and Canada's got some more restrictions. They gotta play it safe with some of the stimulants. So what Blue Star could do here though, is bump up the Yohimbine and not mess around with the DMHA, DMAA, any of that stuff.
Gotcha.
And so you have a reasonable caffeine hit, but then it's the Yohimbine. We're gonna keep coming back to that in this review, and a little bit of pepper and other stuff to heat you up. So,
but you know, if you are like stem tolerant and you're a fan of Yohimbine like me, this was amazing. It put me right at that perfect level of productivity in the morning. Now it did give you that kind of hot face, like warm feeling. You definitely get warm on it. I noticed myself, I'm not a sweater. I'm not that like those dudes that sweat all the time. Like, but I would get sweaty on this and not working out. I mean, just kind of like doing work around the office, and we're in a climate controlled gym. So, but man, I really couldn't say, you know, anything, you know, better about this. I had a euphoric feeling on it. I was energetic. I had that heated feeling. Overall, this was amazing, and we flew through this product. So we also have something to say about the PPK pre-workout by these guys, and we really like this.
Reformulating right now. We don't have that new formula. We've been messing with the old formula, but it's definitely good.
Well, basically, like so far with this company, like I've liked like everything that they're coming out with. So they're actually doing a really good job, and I've never heard of them before until now.
Right, yeah, that's because they're Canadian and everything. The prices aren't going to be rock bottom price lowest like they like on Price Pal. We only have a few stores. They are still mostly up there up north, but this is a company that I continually see good things from, and so I'm excited about Blue Star. With this product, you're gonna notice if you're looking for an appetite suppressant, that's where that Yohimbine, do it like 30 minutes before eating. Next thing you know, you need to like force yourself to eat because
and I would definitely admit to that. So I'm another thing too is being a business owner, being busy all the time. Like I'm known for not eating enough, and so this definitely suppressed my appetite, which I'm not unfamiliar with fat burners. So I didn't really think too much into it. But yeah, I mean, you've got to be conscious of making sure like you're gonna hit your macros, because otherwise like you'll go like 6-7 hours without eating. It's like, oh, shit.
And then you're a mess. You don't have your protein. Got to make sure you have your protein scheduled regularly kind of with this stuff because, yeah, you can definitely go without eating.
Awesome, man. Well, hey,
this is going to be in the, so anyway, this is going to be, I didn't tell you, this is going to be in our top 10 fat burners list.
Oh, really?
Haven't yet figured out where it's going to go, but based upon CJ and Dylan's appreciation for it and just the differenceness, there's not many other products that are like this. And so it's going to be in that list. We're knocking a couple of competitors off the list, and that's another story. But this is going to be in there, so you can check the link to see our best fat burner buyer's guide and the top 10 overall list, which is really our opinion.
And I don't know what the top 10 consists of because he's putting this together. But I will tell you, this is actually my number one right now.
All right.
Out of all the fat burners that I've tried, this has been my favorite so far.
Awesome.
So I mean, hey, any companies out there that want to one up it, but Blue Star, you're kicking ass. Really appreciate it. It was good, man.
Awesome. All right. Mike and CJ with PriceBall. Check out priceball.com/Blue Star Nutraceuticals, and you can save money on Blue Star BLADE.